calm down. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's simply Tennille here in the building at Edge Radio TV Network. This is your favorite show to tune in to on a Tuesday morning at 8:30. It's I'm Just Saying Live, and I got my crew with me. Hey, crew, how y'all doing this morning?
What's happening?
Oh, y'all, we just feel so good. You know, we're short a few wires. You know, we got a couple of new microphones, and we're just super excited to be here today. We've been having a lot going on. We've had a lot of fun virtually. Yeah, but now it's time to get back in the studio.
Time to get back to work.
Time to get back to work. We are here. Please remember that we need you to share. We need you to like. We need you to comment. That is the only way we survive here at the Edge. So we're about to add a little edge to your morning. And I hope that you are ready because it is time for our weekend recap, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Yes. All right, y'all. So the holiday season is definitely upon us. I have to say this. I finally got on out there. I went to go see some Christmas lights because I've not put my lights up yet. I have my tree up. I got the decorations in the house. The kids talked me into new decorations this year. I'm one of those people who do all of the, purple and gold. Like I'm more of a royal Christmassy type person. It ain't about the red and the black.
She fancy.
Yes, but we changed. So we've got the plaid with the black and red. We've got some black and white in there. We got some cranberries in there, all that kind of stuff. So the boys definitely talked me into changing that up a little bit. Gotcha. But I had the opportunity to take them to the light park over at Splash Town. We only try to drive all the way out to College Station, so it was really exciting to have somewhere close to take your kids, especially if you have small ones, because it is not that long of a journey through the lights. So the little ones just loved it. We've got the 4-month-old at the house.
That's right.
He was just looking out the window.
I know he probably all like this. Like, wow.
He thought he had been transported through some space. Time continuum.
You should have taken a picture of that.
I did. I got a little picture of him sitting up there with his mouth open like, So it's been very exciting. This is his first time, of course, since he's a little tiny baby to see all these lights and everything. So it's exciting for him. It is still very exciting for my kids because, we like to do that. So if you're looking for somewhere close, pile the car full though, because it is $50. This is the review for this. They tell you that you can buy your tickets online, and it'll be $40, right? So you get a $10 discount. But if you don't catch it way in advance, all of the time slots are gone. NASA, the tickets were also sold out this weekend, so they had a lot of walk-up people. I wasn't standing in no line waiting to go up to NASA. NASA also has lights for the children. So if you want to get them a little bit of education and want to get a little bit of lights, go on down there. Go to NASA, baby. They doing their thing trying to make some shmoney. All right, so while we're talking about all that, I had friends pop in the weekend. I was super happy to see my best friend Jamila. She came into town. The weekend brought her kids. We've not seen them entire COVID, so it was super exciting to see them. My boys were happy. Her kids were happy. We had a really good time at the house, we, ate pizza, played games, did all that, ate some wings and stuff like that. So what did y'all do for the weekend?
What did you do, ladies first?
Let her have it.
I went running in the freezing cold like a crazy person, but I got it done and I got drenched, but it was okay because I finished the run. And then
how far do you run, Bridget?
I run at Memorial, which is 3 miles one time around.
Okay.
Yeah. And so,
Miss 3 Mile trip,
every day I try to get it in. I have to, keep this body.
What time do you go? That's what I need to know.
6, 5.
Oh my God.
Now I know I don't run in my mind. I run in my mind. I'm running.
Okay.
But it's a nice slow walk.
Slow walk.
Gotcha.
Taking in all the scenery.
Whatever you got to do. Gotcha. So it's definitely the holiday season, and everybody's online, and everybody's been doing all this shopping. I'm trying to shop for this trip that I have, ladies and gentlemen, and the right stuff and the right stuff. I'm going to Dubai. How do we say that? Do we have to pooch our lips right? Do we have to do something? We gotta sit up straight and pooch our lips. Going to Dubai. If anybody has any suggestions for me, any stylist out there, you know I love shop at House of Jacques, ladies and gentlemen. But if you guys have any ideas, anything that I need to take with me on this trip, because I have not been before, I would love for you to put it in the comments. Ladies, if you have a boutique with some phenomenal things, especially those swimsuits with the wraps, I'm trying to be flowing in the wind. So definitely put those in there. I need some wind blowing on me, baby. I'm gonna be walking out looking all kinds of good. Okay, I'm super excited. It's gonna be New Year's. What do people wear in Dubai for New Year's? I've been at home for New Year's for like the past 5 years, so I am definitely not prepared.
I don't know what they wear. Do you?
I'm gonna have to go and find something. So yeah, but you know I can get a little weird. So I have one little see-through balloon dress.
She said it.
A little see-through balloon dress that I'm super excited about. It's fluorescent. So I may wear that. We'll see how they sitting up that day. You know, I think over there I might get in trouble for something like that. But it's okay. I'm definitely gonna read the rules before I leave. Okay.
Yeah. You definitely want to do that.
I am definitely afraid also of the COVID test beforehand.
Why?
Because I don't like this whole vaccine thing. I don't want to be tested because I feel like they're going to implant something in my nostril. My mind is still not there yet. Y'all know I get very wigged out about, you know, extra stuff and germs. I'm just not one of those people.
You can do the swab. You don't have to go if you know.
Oh, you can do the swab?
I didn't know that.
I thought you were still only doing the nose.
No.
Okay, cool.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we're changing the subject to the pandemic, we have now reached a point where there's 200 and something cases a day.
A day?
A day.
You don't think they inflating the numbers?
They had to inflate that, right? That's why I'm bringing it up. This was on CNN.
That's crazy.
CNN ain't just reporting nothing. Girl, 200,000 pandemic cases per day. So y'all's bad practices with not wearing these masks, the bad weather, you know, because it's gotten cooler, it's been a little rainy and dreary, it's causing people to get sick, and then it's taking it on to the next level.
Yeah, what's the difference between that? I feel like everything is COVID. You know, you used to have a little cough, it was a cold. Or you get the flu, it was the flu. Everything seems like you get a little.
I told you right now, there is no sickness outside of COVID. We've not heard any flu cases.
Exactly.
We've not heard
You haven't heard anything.
Everything is COVID.
It's COVID.
Okay?
Right.
You got the sniffles, COVID. You got a little chest pain, COVID. COVID.
Right. You see how I lean back. Okay. So California has a new lockdown in place. Everybody has been putting up their new warnings for everybody and what time they need to be in. Houston, Mayor Sylvester Turner during the Black Friday, remember he did everything closed at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right.
So just be on the lookout. Make sure that you know what your city and state is doing. I don't want anybody to wind up in trouble. These businesses who definitely don't want to go back into a shutdown state, I have no idea what to say to these people because it's like, do you want to survive this pandemic? They have to have money to survive.
Right.
There's several companies that have closed down during this hoopla, if you will, because that's what it is right now. It's turning into rigmarole and hoopla. Remember those words?
Right. I've heard rigmarole and wow.
Rigmarole and hoopla.
She blew the dust off of that one. Rigmarole.
Man, I mean, it's really sad. And again, I want to tell everybody, please support your people. We're some of those people who need support.
Yes.
Everybody out there needs support. You know, if we take care of our own circles, we would be much better off. There's people right around you who are afraid to ask for help, who are afraid to say that they need certain things. I've said this several times about our bike ride as well. You know, it's easier getting around on a bike than it is walking with your children. Ladies and gentlemen, if your kids need a bike, please show up to this event this weekend. We will do our best to cover everybody. It's really hard kind of guessing what size bikes you're going to need, you know, for an event like this.
Right.
But send us a little video. I've asked you this several times. Send us a little video to @I'm Just Saying Live on Instagram, IJS Live, okay? Send us a little video saying why your kid deserves a bike, and we would be super happy to post them. We would be super happy to put a bike in their hand. We're going to have a lot of fun at this event on the weekend, and I just can't wait.
It's going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
You and me both.
I'm looking forward to it. So we got to tell them about the event. Okay, so the event is Saturday, December the 12th from 9 to 1.
Where are we starting from?
We are starting from 5015 Alameda.
Thank you, Bar 5015,
Yes.
for letting us come
Yeah.
over there and have our event.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, our rest stop is going to also be at Ito Big Boy Toys with Mr. Chad Kasi. Thank you so much for having us out.
Yes.
We're going to be out in the streets today doing a little work, passing out a little couple
Yes.
flyers, making sure that the kids in the neighborhood are there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about this till, later in another segment, but it's okay. I'm super happy about this. Lemon Limelight Media will also be there. They're the ones, getting our breakfast food together and stuff. So this thing has really come together. It was a lot of hard work. Y'all have absolutely no idea how hard it is staying up in the middle of the night. Staying up in the middle of the night with the baby. Look.
Vanderbilt, what you doing? I was asleep.
You sleep or you woke?
What?
I need to know if this is done. It's such and such
sleep?
done, but
No.
why are you sleeping right
And
now?
I'm working.
There is no sleep right now. There's no
Why are you
sleep.
sleeping? And I'm working.
Let's do a little bit of world news, ladies and gentlemen. Okay,
Alright.
let's do a little bit of world news. We saw that Power. This is world news for me. Power was good because I'm a big TV buff. Power was super good. Okay,
It's getting a lot.
but Euphoria. I was looking forward to Euphoria with Zendaya or Zendaya. How do you pronounce her name? Zendaya. Okay, they did the whole show in a booth at a diner. I'm done.
Yeah, it was.
How you do that?
It was a miss for me.
Hopefully the second episode is better. Maybe they take us somewhere. They did show us the little boy's boobs. The little boy who's the model.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name right now.
name.
But that part.
Wow.
Yeah. Next, newsflash. The House has passed a bill decriminalizing marijuana. Did you see that?
What?
It's now the MORE Act. It's on the federal level, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
I'm going to just crinkle my paper on that one.
Wow.
What is going to happen in Texas?
I'm a finger swipe on that.
What is going to happen in Texas, y'all? It's about to get real wiggity whack out here.
It's about to get
We're going to have,
real
we're going to be dealing with some
Wiggity,
brand new
wiggity
style
whack.
crackheads. If you will.
It's about
Everybody's
to
going to
get
be out
real
there.
smoky.
It is. It definitely
Real
is.
smoky. Real smoky.
It's going to be super funny to see these people. And are they going to be able to bring it into public places? That's one of the things I would like to know. Are cigar bars going to turn into a place where you go and hang out with your friends? Hookah lounges as well. And they just going to load up the... the doty, if you will. They're going to load up the doty. The doty, I think they used to call it that. That's the old school. But yeah, so they're going to do that, and I'm kind of here for it. I just want to see y'all act the fool a little bit. I think it's going to be fun, Don't get caught up is basically what I'm saying, even though it's out there. Let me see what else we want to bring here. Oh, Harvey Weinstein. Extradition case. They are trying to figure out if they're going to send this man to California to trump him up on some more charges. I didn't mean to say trump him up. I'm so sorry. But I did say trump him up. He is
Still
about
talking
to.
about Harvey.
He's back.
He's back.
He's about to go
Harvey is back.
under the gun again. They're going to move him.
Right.
I think they're going to wind up moving him. He's in New York right now. They're going to move him to California, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we have a very special guest, ladies and gentlemen, who is a longtime friend of mine. We used to run track together back in the day, but he has gotten super fashionable, and he's putting on an event called The Experience. Mr. Damonte Anderson is a male stylist like no other. I can't wait for you guys to tune in for this, and we'll be right back.
We'll be back.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com. or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy? Top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters.
Good morning, good morning. I hope that you are back and you're cozy in your home or at your workplace. This is the Edge Radio TV network, and this is I'm Just Saying. Thank you so much for tuning in yet again. I told you that we have a special guest, but we also have Vanderbilt, Mr. Vander, if you will.
Vander on the Bilt status.
Vander on the Bilt status.
Yeah,
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
He has a very special announcement to make. Before we bring our guest on, we're going to allow him to make this special announcement, and then we will introduce you to none other than Damonte Anderson.
All right, y'all.
Are you
So
ready?
I am ready. I am so excited.
I've been waiting for this news too. You know, he wouldn't even share it with me.
No,
so let's do some real
I would
privileged
not
stuff here.
tell
He didn't
her.
tell you? He
I would not tell her what was going on. I am very, very excited, y'all. First of all, let me say I'm extremely blessed. I was asked to do a Christmas music video over the weekend.
Wow.
Okay, so
Christmas music.
Yeah, a Christmas
Was it
music
Mariah
video.
Carey?
She got Mariah.
Okay.
So I shoot the video, right?
Mhm.
And they tell me, her management tells me, hey, your video is gonna premiere the week of Christmas in London.
Wow. Now that is a big
So
announcement.
I was like,
See, I'm just saying,
London
team is
where?
just doing things.
You know,
Really?
yeah, because I mean, when
Really?
someone says it didn't register because I was actually in shooting mode.
Oh.
And definitely a shout out to my man Shooter. I'm the only one calling him that. Christopher Osby with Osby Films. I could not have done this without him.
Well, okay.
Definitely shout out to Nikki Berry, her manager Derek Berry, and Nikki Berry Music once again for entrusting me with the vision. But yes, the week of Christmas, my directorial music Christmas music video will debut in the UK.
Come through, creative.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
let's shift gears. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Vanderbilt, for sharing that right here on I'm Just Saying. We're going to talk about another creative. We have Mr. Damonte Anderson, who is on the line right now. How you doing out there in Dallas, Texas, if you will?
DeSoto.
Can you hear me? He can't hear us.
I can't hear.
He said something.
Yeah, he's saying hi.
Okay, we can't hear him. Maybe my thing.
Sound going out.
I can hear him.
We can't
Okay,
hear.
well, great. I'm gonna just keep moving. I can't ask a question without knowing what he's saying back.
Are y'all distant?
No, everything is
Listen.
I can hear him.
We can't hear.
Not at all. That's not gonna work. Give us 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if that one's working.
Damonte, can you hear me?
So this is what I'm gonna do because we are super duper live right now. Damonte is here. Damonte, I just want you to be able to explain a little bit about your event and tell them a little bit about where they can go and find out how to participate in this. He can't hear me. He can't hear me either.
I don't know why I can hear him.
Well, say something to him, Vince, because we need to change up. This is looking horrible.
Hey, Damonte, can you hear me?
Is he on mute? Look at his face.
He's like,
I'm done.
I wondered if he's on mute or something, because I can hear him. Can y'all not hear me?
This is live TV, ladies and gents.
No, this is ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna move on with just a little bit. We're gonna move on to some of our other topics. We're gonna try to get that straightened out. I thought that we would be able to pull it together real quick, but we couldn't. So, Brigitte and Vanderbilt, if you will please take on sports talk real quick because we've got some stuff to talk about when it comes to sports. I'm going to try to see if we can get our guest situated real quick.
Gotcha.
okay, so in sports, the Houston Texans have lost again. Okay. Deshaun Watson's frustration is really showing now. He was obviously disgusted after the loss. They lost again. I mean, but you have to think about it. Going back to when they lost DeAndre Hopkins, then they were trying to trade his second receiver, Willie Snead. Okay, so I mean, all those things are definitely frustrating because if you look at all of the young quarterbacks in the league, they actually all have talent around it. I think he's one of the few quarterbacks who don't have any talent around it. They don't have a running game. Their receiving core is subpar, and you're keeping your defense on the field. So it's obviously frustrating.
Gotcha.
We have a Tuesday football game.
The Texans?
No, this is the Cowboys and the Ravens.
The Cowboys.
They actually play.
And the Ravens? Okay.
That was unnecessary.
No, it was necessary.
That was
You know how I
unnecessary.
feel about the Cowboys and the Ravens.
That
Keep
was
it moving. Come on, let's go.
So yeah, so they're playing the game today. The game had been pushed back several times because there were so many players out with COVID. We're continuing to have more COVID related incidents within the team.
Gotcha.
No,
He needs to say something. Oh,
Gotcha.
we're having there are a couple of college games that are now shut down, and I think it's going to continue. It's just at this point, it's just getting out of hand. The NBA preseason starts next week.
So they're actually going to go ahead with all the COVID running around?
Yeah, well, they say that they have a plan in place. We'll just have to wait and see. They are expecting cases, but
Okay.
as a matter of fact, I take that back. The preseason starts Friday.
Y'all know how I felt about all of these sports from the very beginning. Throw it in the trash. I understand that we are a society that has built themselves around these sporting events and making money off of these athletes and their abilities. At this point, when your life is at risk,
That part.
step away. You know what I'm saying? Here we are. I just made a joke. I'm not saying that crack addiction or anything is funny, but we're addicted to the lifestyle and the clothing and the commercial side of this thing. These are people's lives. They have families, and this is really sad that we can't let go. And people are dying. People are dying from this. Now, I'm not saying that the athletes are dying, but we just never know what may happen. Right now, it comes a point where we've got to step up and decide what's important for the people as a whole, if you will.
I said this yesterday, and I pray it doesn't happen to any other athlete. But this COVID situation doesn't have a preference, whether it be sex, pre-existing condition and things like that. When Karl Anthony Towns, who is an NBA multimillionaire, loses 7 family members, one being his mother, it's very serious.
Wow, that's horrible. Again, it's more real to certain people. A lot of people that have not been affected directly are still going out without the mask, are still not using that hand sanitizer. I've made a joke about this several times. Some of y'all just nasty. That's how y'all go. Because y'all don't know how to wash your hands. Period. Period. Some of you just nasty. A lot of us already packed around hand sanitizer. I have kids, So it was already going on. And when it came a time for you to have to do it and you still couldn't switch gears, something not right. That's something I feel like is very easy to do to save my life.
Exactly.
My life.
Simple. Real simple.
So it seems that way, but for a lot of people, it's not. There's a lot of people still going without washing their hands and without wearing masks. So.
But not only that, you actually have people who are in the medical field that are saying that they prefer not to wear their mask when they're out. There was a nurse in Maryland who just lost her job. She said she preferred not to wear the mask when she's out, when she's going somewhere.
We all would prefer not to
we
wear it.
Right, we all would prefer.
Let's be real.
Right, but here's someone who works in the medical field.
Right.
Now that's
saying
sad.
that they don't want to wear
She knows
masks.
she's been in the hospital all day, come into contact with this disease, if you will. I also wanted to share this while we're on the pandemic again, because it keeps resurfacing. In India, 300 people have now died. This is breaking news. Have now died from another disease. It is not COVID.
Oh my God.
It's something else that has started spreading, and this one has started in India. So be careful. I don't want to spread and say that it might be the vaccine y'all out there trying to take. I'm not gonna go there. With the conspiracy theories. I was just playing, y'all. But yeah, so here comes another thing. Another something else. Yeah. You got to watch yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Please be safe out there. Let's continue on with the conversation.
What did you got, Mr. Vanderbilt?
The only thing I have left in sports is that now the Pittsburgh Steelers are no longer undefeated. They lost yesterday.
I know I did not miss the conversation on your boy James Harden.
No.
Oh,
glad
good.
you said that.
I was
James
about to
Harden.
say.
You know what? I forgot about James. There's a lot of controversy surrounding the fact that James Harden was not at the workout. Thank you, Harden. But now he's opening a fine dining restaurant.
Shut your face up.
Yes. He is opening a fine dining establishment here in Houston. He's actually having a job fair.
Right. And so they're saying that he's spending all his time, instead of going to practice, because he's not been showing up to practice. That's the important piece of this. He has not been showing up to practice because he's trying to get this restaurant off the ground.
And who's going to go eat there?
Well, actually, Paul.
I guess he's going to stop hanging out at the Turkey Leg Hut.
Actually, the coach was on ESPN yesterday and said that he did have contact with Harden, and that he is going to report for workouts. So whatever the reason was why he wasn't there, whether it was a restaurant or he just was holding out, he will be in camp.
Okay, so his mom has acted several times as kind of like a momager manager. She made a public statement, I believe it was on Instagram, or I think it was on Instagram, saying that, give him his just due. Basically, allow the boy to leave. You know that he wants a ring. Anybody in his position would want a ring, and that he is right now doing what is best for his career. So I don't know, Vanderbilt. You're saying that they've talked and X, Y, and Z. I don't know. I think he doesn't. I think he doesn't want to come back. I think it is definitely so. In his right to want to do that. And does Houston really need him? Let's talk about that, because everybody out there has been saying that nobody can play with him. They've gone and they've gotten players from everywhere to play with this guy. Still no ring. They're not coming up. They're saying he's not a winner. Wow. Even though he's a great player, they're saying he is not a winner because he can't do it as a whole.
Right. My only thing about the whole situation is that, okay, we know he prefers to go to Brooklyn. Okay. And play with Kyrie Irving.
I did not know that was a preference.
Yeah, that was his preference.
Okay.
He wants to play with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. You're going to a team where you already have two players who have to have the ball in their hand. Okay. So we all know James needs to have a ball in his hand, because you see he'll dance for all of 2 seconds and then shoot. So I have no problem with a person going to chase a ring. Like I said earlier on one of our shows, these athletes are now judged by rings. True. You can have a great 15, 16, 17-year career with judging on championships, or they're judging on championships. But at the end of the day, all teams built, all super teams are not exactly cohesive. Yeah. Look at the Lakers, they tried it. You had Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Kobe, all on one team. Shaq, all on one team.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Houston is definitely going to be losing to Harden.
Houston, we may have a problem.
We may have a problem. They're going to be building from scratch. They do have a new coach as well, so it may be very exciting to see. I think I would like to see some new blood. Maybe that would get me on y'all.
And shout out to John Wall, by the way. That's the newest addition. They traded John Wall.
But it was just the way you cut me off. It
was the cutoff for me.
No shade.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Lord Jesus.
I don't want her to be like off with his head.
Get yourself together. Ooh. Just try to set it up. You know what? Anyway, Brigette, could you please give me a little entertainment news? I would love to hear some of this stuff over there.
Some of the entertainment is kind of sad, guys. So, Wendy Williams, the popular talk show host, she lost her mom's show.
I was laughing before she even tell me what's going on with Wendy.
Well, her mom transitioned. She died peacefully around her loved ones, family, and friends. So it's just like, old age.
Gotcha.
She just died peacefully, which was good. But it was several weeks ago before she made the announcement on her show. Okay. So this has been out for a minute, but Wendy, being the trooper that she is, she just continued on and kept it a secret, and then she announced it yesterday on her show. So
that one's sad. I don't laugh at that one.
Out to Wendy Williams and actress Natalie Dessel Reid from Babs. Only 53 years old. She also lost her battle with colon cancer.
I had no idea that she was 53 years old.
She looks so young,
she looks really young.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of death and gore and entertainment news.
It is a lot of death and gore. So let's pick it up a little bit. Okay. So things you should know. I would say interesting things. So there is this young lady who's 26 years old here in Houston, Texas, and she has started a farm. Okay. She is a farmer growing fresh fruits and vegetables in Sunnyside.
Okay, all right. Yes. I think I know somebody who may know her. I love visiting the Farmer's Fresh truck, and hopefully she's selling products to him, because he's all about farmers in the area and supporting those businesses.
Yes, and she does something called a food swap, and so she's trying to, like she says,
what does she swap the food for?
Let's see. Oh, that's a good question.
Okay. Maybe we should have her on. Don't tell us. We'll have her on the show and we'll ask.
That would be good.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we're not going to tell you what she swaps the food for. You'll have to tune back in on another date for that. Yeah. This is I'm Just Saying, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to go to a break. We're going to see if we can recover our guests, if we will, and we will be right back.
people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information.
And my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay,
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
And we are back, y'all. It is the I'm just saying
Oh my gosh!
We really here
Oh my
now.
gosh!
Yeah, we really here now. But we are back. It's your boy. I am Vanderbilt. I have simply Dr. Neil with me, and I have Bridget over here. And we are at the Edge Radio show. We're at Midtown Bar, Grill 415 West Great, and we are here to put a little edge in your Tuesday morning. So Tennille.
Yes.
I think we got everything situated with our guests. So what special guests do we have today?
We have Mr. Damonte Anderson. Are you there, sir?
All right. I don't even see him on the screen. I know y'all can see me. I know this is super funny. I tried to call myself having a backup. He not on the backup either.
Y'all are getting the behind the scenes look at us, there we are.
This is the shenanigans that we put up with.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're just gonna keep on moving along because now he's not on there. I don't know what's going on today. I've got plenty of things to talk about. So here we go. Says still can't hear you, and he's got a side face that he just texted me. Okay.
We're just gonna end that. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Damonte Anderson is having an event that I am a part of on this weekend. I'm just going to have to tell you about it till we get him situated. I cannot wait for this because he is super duper special. He can really dress, right? You know, a lot of people in Dallas, I know y'all don't like this. Y'all like to call everybody soulful and whoop-de-whoop. But man, they can put together some outfits. I'm not gonna lie. I always used to step out stylish, and I know many other people who are the same way. Okay, and I love when people find, I love when people find themselves. And everybody's not gonna like every single thing that you do, but a lot of it, people might not say nothing, but they're definitely watching. And this is one of those things when you see him pop up on the scene, people are definitely watching. It's one of them type of situations. Vanderbilt, you very much like the pink suit, right?
Yes, I
you
love
definitely
the pink
like
suit.
the pink suit. Damonte, are you there? Can you hear us? Okay, he cannot.
Sure there.
Okay, so I'm just gonna keep moving right along. So this weekend is not his first event, but one of many. I'm sure there's going to continue to be several of them in the future. You can purchase your tickets on Eventbrite, so I'm super happy to say that. You can also follow him at Damonte Anderson on Instagram to be able to find out about this phenomenal event. It is a style show and fashion show. Of course, I will be on the red carpet. You can't miss the baddie on the red carpet, of course. So I'm super excited that he had me a part of this event. We were really, really, really trying to get him to be able to speak to y'all about this because, it's nothing like the person who has done all the legwork, all the background to this, the years in service, if you will, to tell you about something that they have going on. So hopefully we can get that together. But we had some other stuff that we wanted to talk about, correct? Yeah. So hopefully we can get it together. I don't know what they got going on over there, but let's talk about a little bit of social unrest just for a little bit because we have a veteran SWAT officer who killed a 23-year-old black man just here the other day. We said that we made a vow to continue to bring up these situations so that people would know what was going on day to day, week in, week out, so that you don't forget. A lot of times we have a big movement like Black Lives Matter, not maybe on that magnitude, but we forget in a week. And it's horrible. We should not do that. There are things that are continuing to go on. People are still losing their sons every single day. 23-year-old, that probably really hits home for you.
Yeah, it does, because my son is 23.
Exactly. Yeah. And SWAT is supposed to be even more so trained than
police
the regular police. Yeah. So let's talk about that a little bit. We've talked about, the mental health things and X, Y, and Z. Please let us know how you feel about that.
I mean, it's disheartening for one, and especially for me, because like you said, I have a 23-year-old black male. I mean, he has 2 strikes against him. He's black and he's male. Mm-hmm. And so to hear this, it just hit me, different, because it's like, you don't want to worry about your son, and that's my only child. And for them not to take those precautions, and then he had a Subway sandwich,
right?
I mean, come on, guys. And like you said, they're supposed to be better trained than, I don't want to say regular police officers, but domestic police officers. You're SWAT. They go through years,
rigorous
months of training than, the police officers do. So I'm trying to figure out what's the excuse this time.
There's absolutely no excuse. There has not been an excuse for many of these instances. Vanderbilt, you have children that are out there as well. And it gets to a point where we're afraid for children to leave the household during the daytime and come back.
My son is 17, but he's a black male. And he said, Dad, I want to go out and eat with my friends. And when I tell you, when I saw him walk out the gate, I literally worried from the time the gate closed until he walked back in the door.
Yeah. And it's sad because, a bus ride could go wrong, a car ride could go wrong, anything. When all of this first started, I told y'all a story about, kind of being fearful. Anthony and the boys were about to go somewhere, and I was like, you better be careful. Like, I don't want you speeding, no improper lane, nothing.
Right.
You and the boys, and for the boys to see something happen to their father or anything, because several of these instances have been just that, where children saw their father murdered by a cop. You will never respect a police officer after that. That is nothing but a tangent of trouble, if you will, because now they are a problem. Yep. If something like that happens in front of your face, especially as a small child.
And we as parents, we do our best every day to instill, values, rules, instructions, things of that nature in our children, and yet they're still being gunned down. And what kills me about this entire situation, two things. Number one, he did have a license to carry, which said he has a license to carry. Right. Okay, and he informed them of that. Number two, he was killed in front of his grandmother. Yeah. I can't imagine the thought of what was going through her mind watching her grandson get gunned down, because they didn't shoot him once, they shot him 3 times in the back. 3 times in the back.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the saga continues. I know that y'all thought that all of this would be over after the election, if you will, but it seems like it's our everyday life. I don't know how much realer things can get. Be careful out there, man, and know your rules and try to protect yourself the best that you can. And that's what I have to say about it, because it's hard. Make sure that your children are prepared if something like this happens. What do you do? We're definitely going to have somebody in here to talk about that. Well, maybe we should get a cop in here and have them say what would be the absolute real on how you handle a situation like this.
I agree. And the one thing that really disturbs me is, before any investigation is even done, the first statement that they release is, "Oh, they felt the shooting was justified."
How?
Of course, they have to say that because they gotta support the person.
Yeah, but at the end, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, the first thing you say is you feel that the shooting was justified, but yet there's a 23-year-old black man shot in the back 3 times.
Yeah.
And what warrant?
What's the justification?
With a Subway sandwich
with
in
Subway
his hand.
With a Subway sandwich in his hand. Oh, and by the way, that department didn't have body cameras.
Oh, how convenient.
Maybe they're not gonna wear their body cameras anymore. They don't want to keep getting caught up.
Come on.
That's all that says to me.
Another young black man is gone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's that. And this is I'm Just Saying. Tune in here each and every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 8:30 to add a little edge to your morning. This is the I'm Just Saying crew, and we're coming live to you from right here in Midtown at 415 West Gray.
Between the ages of 0 and 5, a child's mind is very impressionable. Researchers call it the theta brainwave. This low frequency is the state of consciousness between the conscious and subconscious worlds. In this state, the mind is capable of deep and profound learning, healing, and growth. There is a subconscious loop that's created during these early years. Who you believe you are has been downloaded based on experiences that you have had. A bad experience could create fears and limitations. Do you love who you are? Do you believe in yourself? The reality is that you can't control your childhood. All you can do is interpret it. You can choose to see your good and your value. Try this experiment. Project forward. See yourself at 80 years old. Now you have lived a lifetime. What advice would you have for your younger self? What risks would you have taken? What relationships would you have avoided? Did you celebrate life? Did you allow yourself to feel, to be present? Your 80-year-old self would tell you to not live in fear, to have faith that things will work out, that all you have to do is persist until you succeed. Your 80-year-old self would tell you to stay healthy, to take care of your body. And it would ultimately tell you to share your gifts with the world. Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and you know, sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information.
And you know, my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. You know, I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay,
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy? Top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Simply Tennille here live at the Edge Radio TV network. Ladies and gentlemen, we have talked to you about all different things from one end of the spectrum to another. But you know I love me some good movies, right? We said that earlier in the show. So, it is time for our movie scoop. You know, I have to retract something that I said, okay? You know I don't do that very often, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't.
You know, I said I didn't think I was here for The Mandalorian, right? Oh God, I've been binging, right?
Oh, shut up.
Every single time. I've been sitting in there like, ooh, wait a minute. You know, watching Baby Yoda is really intriguing.
Man.
I've been watching him float around in his little cart and, you know, have a good time. You know, he's running around behind the Mandalorian. He never gets in the fights, but he's always there to protect him. And so I just absolutely love it. I hope my little ones grow up and protect me. The funny part is, Baby Yoda is only like, they call him the child or something like that. Okay. He's only this big, but they say he's already like 50 years old, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
he's kicking and cuckooing like a little baby and eating lizards and snakes and whatever else. So it's not a movie for movie school. It is a series because we thought it was originally a movie. And so it's not a movie, it is a series. And I've just been going down the episodes. There's 2 seasons of this thing. I'm like, why have they not? I thought that there was only the 1 season because it was just getting started.
Right.
But I'm well into the 2nd season. I've been clicking on the thing, watching The Mandalorian.
She's been binging.
All in outer
She's been
space,
binging,
Yeah.
Okay, so also I wanted to say, I don't know if you guys have seen or heard about Rogue City. And it's about some cops versus some bad guys, and the lines kind of get blurred. Don't you like those things where the cops don't know what side they're on anymore because they dirty too?
Yeah.
I love it. You know, it always makes you, it always draws you in because you want to know which one of them is ratchet. You know, you want to know which one of them it is. And so in this, there's a twist because it's somebody that you would never think. At the end, they kind of change up and boom, it's, you know, that guy. So it's one of those. So Rogue City is another one that if you got the time, sit down and catch you a little drift. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely gonna have to do that.
So ladies and gentlemen, we were going to talk about something that I found that was very interesting. I think I'm gonna start not only doing the Tennille's touchy subject, but maybe a segment called Damn That's Interesting. Okay, so we're going to change gears from what I had planned for today. We're definitely going to talk about this situation with Smokey Norfolk's post. Okay, I shared this with them, or no? I shared it with you guys probably like a week ago. But we've not had the opportunity to talk about it, and today is going to be the day. We're going to talk about it instead of Tennille's touchy subject, because I got a feeling that y'all have a lot to say about this. So I definitely need your comments right there on Facebook Live right now. Smokey. Okay. He posted a picture of his son cuddling up with him in their home. I mean, knocked out sleep, you know, the kind with the drool, right? He looked very comfortable, and like this was something that they do on a regular basis. In the post, he said that he was happy about this, you know, which any father would be, that their son still at that age felt like, you know, sometimes they needed that cuddle, right?
That's right.
Everybody went in on it. Everybody went in on it, said the boy was too big, that they were looking crazy, X, Y, and Z. We all have children here
that are adults.
Okay, y'all got some adult children. How does it make you feel? And I know boys do this with their moms probably more so often than with their dads.
Right.
Please, how did this make you feel in regards to this post?
So I thought it was endearing. I'm different. Y'all know I'm different.
Endearing.
Okay. Yeah, because you know you talk about deadbeat dads, but here it is. This young man, and he's 17, by the way, who felt like he was safe enough and comfortable enough to still lay on his dad's chest. Now, just suffice it to say, I had a conversation with my son, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not." He said, "No, bro. I'm not doing that." And, you know, but he got to an age when he was in 3rd grade, because you know your baby was small, and I kiss him and hug him, and he did this. No, Mom, that hurt my feelings. And so, and I told him, I said, you know, you stopped hugging me a long time ago. I said, when your friends would give me a hug, you get
now you're like, wait a minute now.
And he was like, well, Mom, I still
they got different motives.
Exactly. That part, I didn't know that, but he did that. But no, I didn't see anything wrong with it, and I felt some kind of way how people were coming at this man.
Okay.
Because this is his son.
Yeah.
So what? There are fathers who still kiss their kids, and mothers who kiss their kids on the lips, suffice it to say. But you can't judge people for how they raise their kids and the relationship that they have.
Don't be mad because they got a relationship and y'all don't.
Right.
Okay, Vanderbilt, how did you feel about it? You know, you got a son
He
around the
he
same
can't wait.
age.
He can't wait.
Do y'all cuddle and boo up?
We don't.
You wrong for that.
We don't call him boo up. But I have such a relationship with my son that he will walk up to me and hug me for no reason, none.
Hug. That's not lay on you.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Both of my children will get in the bed with me at 17 and 20.
Okay.
It's one of those things where, like you said, that child feel like he's safe enough to show me whatever type of affection, and I am his father, am not supposed to deny it.
Okay.
Why? If he said, "Daddy, I'm not comfortable," that's different.
Right.
But it's initiated by him.
Right.
And for those people out there, yes, I still kiss my son. Still do. I'm not gonna stop. That's my son.
Gotcha.
You kiss him on the lips on the forehead.
No. My son actually one day he was having a bad day at school. He literally ran into my arms, hugged me. I said it's gonna be all right. He gave me a kiss on the lips and went to his room. I went in 30 minutes later and I said, "Are you okay?" He was like, "Dad, I just really needed that." I'm not gonna deny my child any type of affection off of what people think.
Okay. So this is what this person thinks over here. We are definitely kind of the stiff-armed parents, if you will. Like, I love my babies to death, but I just need them to know you don't run up on everybody and do everything. I understand that we're different. Mommy and daddy are different. We run them out of our bed, like you're talking about. But they can definitely come in there and they can get their cuddles. They are still, young.
Yeah.
Their dad is already doing the... he's going to be that guy. He's going to be that guy. He loves them to death, and they know that, with or without the whole lay on. But there are plenty of days when I come home. He may do that on a regular basis, but plenty of nights when I come home from an event or whatever else late at night, and they are all up there, all in the arms, So, come on now.
Right.
But, mine are 8, so I have no idea where that's going to go. I have a feeling that they're still going to be doing that several years from now. When people went in on him and said all this kind of stuff or whatever, he shared it, though. That's what I have to say. We know that social media will take things and run with it like no other, okay?
Social media and society has placed the stigmatism on that situation like, oh, it could be something else.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's literally a father and a son having, if you want to call it an intimate situation, whatever words you want to give it. I mean, I have a 17-year-old son. And I'm not going to turn my son away if he wants to lay in my arms.
I'm going to throw a chink in the chain. I'm going to throw a chink in the chain because, I like to do that.
No, she got to do that.
I know she got a chink in the chain.
Listen, so, with this situation, do you feel the same way with step-parents? If this is a step-parent and they're laying there cuddled up with that step-parent, it's a guy-on-guy thing, do you feel like it's the same thing? Maybe they've raised this child, since they were 3 or 4 years old. Do you feel the same way about a step-parent?
If he's raised that child, then there's nothing wrong with it. Because obviously he's more comfortable with the stepfather than he is the father.
He may do it with his father as well. I'm just saying.
But once again,
but you think it's fine for a step-parent to be laid up there with the baby?
The relationship between a father and a child or a mother and a child is something that's, is special. And I'm not going to say, oh, don't let my son lay in your arms because you're his stepfather.
Oh, I'm too jealous for that. I'm your only mama. Colton and Corinne, this is a message just for you. I'm your only mama. And if I catch you ever, I don't care who your daddy decide later, if something ever went wrong, don't you be laid up on nobody calling them mama. And I don't care what you're going through, boo. You better go to your daddy. Go to your father, because you don't want mama bad at you, okay?
Oh
I'm way too jealous for that. I don't want my kids doing that. Period.
That was a hell of a chink in the chain.
I'm just saying, just being real. I don't want my baby hugging up on you, calling your mama and this, that, and the other. So, Rashad, how would you feel about that?
I mean,
step parent.
Well, I mean, I was in that situation because my ex was not my son's father.
Okay.
But he raised them since he was 3 years old, and they had a great relationship, so I didn't see anything wrong with it. I knew that he wasn't, that other side, because if he was, then it would be a problem. I wouldn't have married him. You understand what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think love is always about blood.
That's true. I'm a firm believer in that.
Love is love.
Okay.
That's what I think.
You said that's what I think. So it looks like we've got 2 who are in on the step parenting, love and cuddles, and we got one who just, I don't know, I ain't ready for all that.
And we have one who sees red.
Red, I definitely do not want. I don't want that. I'm just thinking about it in my head. I can see the vision there, right? And it just don't look right.
And I can guarantee y'all, she gonna call me later and we gonna talk about this.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
Oh Lord.
I know so. We gonna talk about this.
We talked about my experience the other day with even letting them go back into the school. I've been, I did not realize in my mind that I was just that attached, until certain situations happen, like a cuddling.
Yeah.
Or they say, "Oh yeah, I was over there with my stepmama and we was cuddling." And
I had to call. I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "No, not really." And I stayed on the phone with her as long as I could. I think one of us had a phone call.
I was about to start breathing hard.
Yeah,
I was panicking in that truck.
I'm like, "Sis, breathe. I need you to breathe. I need you to breathe." But I understand because once again, the COVID situation has spread so out of control. My son, I didn't want to let him go back to school. So I definitely understand.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with Smokey, because that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about his post that was on Instagram in regards to his 17-year-old son laying on his chest, resting peacefully like a baby. That's his daddy. What do y'all not understand about that? And I think a lot of this has been misconstrued because a lot of y'all don't even know your daddy.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's where a lot of this comes into play. You got to remember, there's tons of people out there who don't know where they came from, where they're going, and whatever else. So y'all attack this man not knowing the full story or what that baby could have been going through that day.
Right.
This year has been a lot on everybody. It's been a lot on everybody. And sometimes you just need to be in the arms of someone who cares about you.
That's right.
So there is no story. You keep showing affection to your son. There is no story.
Okay.
That's it.
So anything else, Brigitte? Do you have anything else you would like to say about that?
No. I mean, because now, like I said, when was the last time you heard the term deadbeat dad? It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah, because fathers are stepping up. And when you step up and you have a strong, solid
Are they stepping up or staying home because of COVID? I am so sorry. I can't help myself.
It only took her.
I'm just saying.
2.2.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
They staying at home now, ladies and gentlemen. So you
say they don't have a choice?
They ain't got the opportunity. They gotta go home. They gotta go home. Mama gonna ask you where you been. Mama gonna say, where you been today? You better not spread that COVID from your boo house, where you been spending all your time. Got a whole man cave set up over that other woman house. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of I'm Just Saying. We'll talk to you on Thursday.
Peace.